Hello there, everyone. It is currently gone 3 in the morning, and I'm currently walking home from work. I have a quesadilla in this pizza box, and I've just finished a very long shift. That's going to be an important piece of information. You're probably wondering, John, why in God's name are you? What's this? Where's the Advent video? Headline piece of information. I'm going to have to cancel the Advent thing this year. I started this idea as a great way to get 24 videos out because I've been consciously aware that I've not put out as much content this year as I did during things like the pandemic and stuff, and I thought it'd be a fun way to have at least a month of that kind of content going out. Fortunately, I then got a new job. Well, not unfortunately, it's very fortunately because it's a job that, despite everything that I'm about to tell you, I'm still loving doing. I get to captain one of the institutions of Edinburgh, and having had my feet under the desk for about 7 weeks now, it's doing well, and I'm really happy with how well it's doing, and it's getting great feedback from people old and new, and the whiskey sales are up because duh. And I've got a team on board, and they all seem very invested and passionate about what we're trying to do. Which brings me to why I'm having to knock this on the head. And it's probably not going to be a surprise to anyone. I just don't have any time. And when I say I don't have any time, like when people say, oh, I don't have any time because of work, they normally mean, yeah, I've got I take some work home with me. I'm working 50 hours a week instead of 35 or whatever. I'm averaging 70, and I have been for the past, since I started, basically. And a lot of that is just as a consequence of I am in control of this site, and if I don't pick up the slack where slack emerges, whether it's, in a lot of cases it's been accidental or circumspect stuff that cannot be avoided. But if I don't pick that up, it has a consequence, basically, and I can't afford those consequences to be happening during a time where we can be generating income, basically. The Advent idea started around about May, I want to say. I started recording 1 or 2 videos, but I didn't take it particularly seriously because I was like, right, cool, I'm going to do a massive recording block in September, October, and November. So what happened in the start of October, actually, was I started applying for this new job, and that dedicated a lot of time, whilst I was also working. And that took time away from filming and recording. I'm just going to cross over. I can't really, can I? Hang on. Yeah. And that took time away from filming and recording. So basically, I'm in a situation now where I can't realistically put out what I need to, because it's not just the filming. I still have some videos that I would need to film to do the 24 days, and as you can see, I've already fallen behind. And I know that this isn't going to cease anytime soon. There's going to be problems all the way up to January. There's going to be people that have to drop out of shifts at the last second that I'm going to have to cover. There's going to be things that come up. There's just going to be issues the whole way until January, where we get to kind of close the doors and be like, right, cool, what have we learned? What can we take forward? Which means that this period of time, I can't dedicate to anything else because I want this to work. It's exhausting. For reference, I was in at 10 a.m. today, and I was supposed to knock off at 4, and I had to cover the close shift due to illness. I don't resent that in the slightest. I want to quickly point that out now, because it wasn't like, oh, I don't feel to it. It was a serious kind of yeah, I can't come to work today because I'm probably going to fall over or something like that. It was not a good thing, and because I like to think of myself as a fairly compassionate, considerate manager, of course I allowed that because I'm not a monster. So I did the close, and it was fine, to be fair. The shift itself was... Actually, no, it was terrible, because, apart from, getting homophobic abuse from a drunk person at one point, I've just had a lot of undesirables in tonight, but anyway, that's besides the point. Overall, I'm happy with what I'm doing work-wise, but that has to take priority right now, unfortunately. What that does mean is that I will be releasing everything else that I've pre-recorded. It just might come in kind of dribs and drabs. To be fair, one thing I have noticed from kind of like what's gone out so far is that there are things that have been reacted to better than others. And bluntly, I don't think releasing something every day benefits what I'm trying to do anymore. Because for one thing, people aren't at home. I was kind like during the pandemic, I was kind of what people did between making babies, which is weird when I put it like that, but it's not inaccurate. So yeah, headline, there's going to be more videos coming, but I'm going to do it at a pace where I can actually manage it, because otherwise I'm already kind of killing myself with what I'm doing. I don't want to be doing that in my free time as well, because I'm getting home and I'm basically just kind of, I just need to fucking rest. And if I'm having to then be like, oh god, I need to film, edit, upload, do the tagging, do all the things that are necessary to make a video, because it's not just stick it up and bang. I mean, at this point, editing is a pretty minimal consideration, and I don't want it to get to the point where I'm literally just like putting up a raw file and be like, yeah, whatever. Because that's not going to be good. I'd rather it have some semblance. One thing I will quickly say, however, there's something I haven't announced yet, where I was going to keep it a secret, but I feel like I owe this much at least. There is going to be a Whiskey of the Year video coming, and it will be on the 31st of December. I have made a decision. It was very nearly... no, I won't give too much away, but I've made a decision, and you'll get to find out then. Leave your guesses down below, and that'll be everything from this. A pizza box is too big.